out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And we gotta talk about Keke Palmer and her baby father because they didn't get married. So we have another millionaire black woman who's unwed, having babies, a baby mother, who's ironically positioning herself right now to become a single mother. Go figure. Despite being a millionaire, which y'all keep trying to tell me this is not a culture problem. Y'all keep trying to say it's not a culture problem, Alex. It's just a some people problem. But in what other culture do you see multi-millionaire women becoming baby mothers? I'll wait. At the ratio it happens in the black community, you don't see it. You damn sure don't see them juxtaposing a situation like Keke Palmer is doing right now to pretty much assure that they will end up a single mother. But you see Keke Palmer doing it. But y'all right, it's not a cultural problem. We don't need to change the narrative as an entire community. We don't need to stop facilitating and coddling these types of behaviors. It's just one-offs. Okay, whatever, I digress, alright? Like I said, I wasn't really excited to do this video, but I gotta do it because it's becoming a bigger story and people keep asking me about it. And it is a good topic and I do want to get my thoughts on it now that more things have come to light. Now, before I start my cook up, let me say this, because y'all are annoying. I know someone's probably gonna come in the comments and say, you smoke detector in the background. Well, I hear the damn smoke detector in the background too. I got batteries to replace the goddamn smoke detector, and when I realized that this particular smoke detector was not even in this room, this is the funny part, it's all the way in another room, but it's so goddamn loud that somehow you can still hear it in this one. It's way up at the top of the damn ceiling to the point where standing on a chair won't get me up there. So I have to buy one of those little in-house ladders so I can get up there to change the damn battery so that we don't hear the little beeping. So if you hear the damn beeping, it's alright, it's okay, I am aware, I don't need you to leave a comment. Yes, I know it needs to be changed. I'm not one of those black folks. I'm aware and I'm on it. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into the cook-up. So, question number one. Alex, do you believe that Darius was abusing Keke Palmer? No. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe that Darius abused Keke Palmer. Now, do I believe that they were abusing each other? Probably and possibly. But do I believe Keke Palmer is a victim? No, I don't believe Keke Palmer is a victim. Now let me say this really quick before I really start my cook-up. Alright, if you follow this channel, you know I don't play about domestic violence. I always advocate for women to leave domestic violence situations. I also don't play about raping or touching of women. I call it out all the time, and I always advocate for women to call this out. So before y'all come in here like, yeah, misogynist, this is misogynoir, I can kiss my ass because I'm not, and that's not what this is. What this is Keke Palmer being full of cat. Now you got some people, the Goddess actually did a really good video on this, where she was breaking down how Keke has a need for attention and how a lot of women do things for the need for attention, right? Or out of the need for attention. But that's not why I think Keke Palmer is doing this. It has nothing to do with why I think Keke Palmer was doing this. But let's get straight into it, alright? Let's take Keke's statement and then I'm going to start my cook-up. So what Keke said in the statement is, and I quote, Palmer claimed that she had security footage from a November 5th incident in which Jackson trespassed into my home without my knowledge or consent, threatened her before lunging for her neck, striking her, throwing her over the couch, and stealing her phone. She went on to allege that there have been many incidents of physical violence with Jackson that include destroying my personal property, including diaries and prescription glasses, throwing my belongings into the street, throwing my car keys to prevent me from driving away, hitting me in front of our son. Now I want you guys to realize this is their son. So, again, in no way, shape, or form do I take domestic violence lightly. But let's just say Keke was telling the truth, right? Let's just say he was hitting her in front of his son. That boy ain't old enough to know what the hell is going on, so I don't really even see the point in bringing that up. This is a baby. That baby not going to remember that. Just say he was hitting you. See, what she's trying to do is draw extra sympathy by saying, in front of my son, without mentioning that her son's a damn baby. So it's not like he's being devastated by this or psychologically traumatized. He don't even know what's going on. But I digress. Anyway, spewing profanities about me to our son, again, I have a hard time believing that a grown-ass man is picking up a baby, a literal baby, and just like, your mother is a hoe, your mother is a slut, your mother is a bitch. I just don't see that happening. But again, even if it was, this is a baby. That baby not gonna remember nothing that man said to it about you. So this is irrelevant. Again, you're trying to garner up extra sympathy by using the child. That child is a baby. That child don't know what the hell is going on. And in my opinion, it's childish. And that's a childish on Darius part 2, because the photo I just shown was a tweet that he put up right when Keke started this nonsense, talking about, I'm going to see you again soon, son. Which was completely unnecessary. All you had to do was say what's being said about me is not true, and y'all find out soon. What you put your kid in it for? This is why I couldn't believe that they were both abusive, because they are both childish, and they're doing things to show you how childish they are. This is a baby. Why are y'all talking about this baby as if he has anything to do with y'all issues? But I digress. Let's keep moving forward, okay? Threatening to kill himself with a gun if I left him. Now, wasn't Keke, didn't we just hear Darius say he was about to leave Keke when the Usher thing happened, and Keke was the one who went back home and they tried to put their family back together? Now you're telling me that he threatened to kill himself if you left him. But he was going to leave you. This is out of your own mouth. But again, I digress. The cook-up is just getting started. It's just getting started, guys. We're in the beginning phase. Anyways, and other physical and emotional abuse. Now, again, I want you guys to think about something. Because I know someone's going to be like, you're victim blaming, Alex. Let's talk about victims. First of all, and by no means am I saying that domestic violence is income-based, okay? By no means am I suggesting that if you become successful, you can't be in a domestically abusive relationship as a male or a woman. But what I will say is, the amount of women who deal with domestic violence issues are typically under the poverty line, and also typically under the age of 30. Alright, so these are usually extremely young women who are in a bad financial state. By far, 3 times more likely to end up in a domestic violence situation than by a woman who is older, as in over the age of 30, and she's financially well off or comes from a financially well off family. Why is that? Simple. Because if you're a domestic abuser, and you know this is automatic jail time, you're going to target people who have no leverage. A woman who's young and that comes from poverty, has no leverage, is a lot less likely to say anything if you are abusing her, because at the end of the day, she needs you. A woman who comes from money and has her own everything and is older and more mature, has probably been there, done that before, and seen the results, is a lot less likely to allow you to abuse her, and a lot less likely to sit in a situation because you don't have any leverage over her, because she has her own stuff. Alright, so Keke Palmer being over the age of 30 and being a multi-millionaire automatically makes it very unlikely that she's been sitting there for years being abused, but it doesn't eliminate the possibility. Alright, let's move past that. This is the same Keke Palmer, right, who caused an uproar all across the country because she decided to go see Usher with her bare ass out, and not only have Usher sing to her, but also allow Usher to touch her and gyrate on Usher, which obviously pissed Darius off, which started this whole thing because he sent out that tweet like, I expect a woman that's the mother of my child to move a different way, and all these debates and all this stuff sparked up, right? Keke then doubled down. Now I want y'all to remember, Darius is supposed to be an abusive man. Keep that in the back of your head. Because Keke then doubled down and said, okay, you didn't like that. I'm going to go and do a music video with the same man, Usher, and the theme of that video is going to be, I heard your boyfriend is looking at me. And I'm going to rub in your face twice, not once but twice, with the same man that I do what I want, I'm going to go what I want, just like the Drake song, money for fun. She hit him with the money for fun. I'm going to do what I want, I'm going to go where I want, I'm going to say what I want, and there ain't going to be nothing you can do about it. Alright? That's what she hit him with. Now I want you guys to think, if you're in a relationship, let's just be real. Cut all the BS. Ladies, if you're in a relationship with a man, right, who's DDTing you, right, he's choke slamming you through the table, he dropping that people's elbow on you, as my man Jax would say, right? He's beating your ass. 1, would you really leave that house with your bare ass out? 2, would you then gyrate on another man? 3, and most important, would you double down on those behaviors after this so-called abusive man clearly made it public he had a problem I heard your man's looking for me. Why would you antagonize an abuser? You already made the abuser mad. You're going to antagonize him with the same man, and he's kicking your ass, and he's been kicking your ass for years, but you're antagonizing him openly in the public? Sorry, I have a hard time believing that. I have a hard time believing that. Alright? 3, she posted screenshots from a video where allegedly this man was abusing her. Let that breathe, run it back. She posted screenshots from a video where allegedly this man was abusing her. Now y'all might be thinking, well, what's the problem with that, Alex? Well, I'm about to break it down to you guys. When in history have women ever had evidence of a man doing anything? Evidence of something that they knew would get them attention. Evidence of something that they knew would get them sympathy, but they don't post it. If you have a video of a man abusing you, why would you take a screenshot and release the screenshot instead of just releasing the video? And for those of y'all who are coming here like, maybe she just don't want everybody in her business, Alex, then why did you release the screenshot in the first damn place? Why release the screenshot in the first place? Just handle it in court. No, she does want everyone in her business. That's why she released the damn screenshots. That's why she hasn't been quiet about it. That's why she's been talking about it. We wouldn't know if she would shut the hell up. But she won't shut up because she wants us to know. So my thing is, y'all really think a woman of any race has a video of a man abusing her and she's not going to release the video? Didn't we just see this with Steven Crowder? Steven Crowder's wife released the video of her being abused. And she wasn't even physically being abused. She was being verbally and emotionally and mentally abused. But she released the video of what he was saying to her. Alright? The Charlotte Hornets player, I can't remember if it was Mikal Bridges. I want to say it was Mikal Bridges. Or Mikal Bridges. Don't quote me on this, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But the Charlotte Hornets player who got into the domestic abuse situation with his girl, she posted photos of her black eye. She posted photos of herself beat up. Keke Palmer ain't posted those photos of nothing. No black eye, no bruises, no nothing. All she did was release screenshots of a video. Just release the video. If the man sweet chin music you on video, all you got to do is release that video and everyone is on your side. Everyone's on your side anyway, but everyone is on your side. The fact that she didn't release the video but took screenshots says to me that if we've seen the whole video, it's probably not that bad, because again, if it was and you thought it would stir an uprise, you would have released it instead of releasing the screenshots. Now, here's the gym for the men. Here's the gym for the men, alright? The best gyms come for those who stay to the end. I repeat, the best gyms come for those who stay to the end. And here's the gym for the men. Fellas, I need you guys to understand something. Because Darius' response was, the video she sent the screenshot of, I was not abusing her. I was trying to get to her phone. Let me tell you guys something. Taking a woman's phone is considered a form of abuse. It's also technically considered theft. I want you guys to realize that being that most phones today cost well over $1,000 is grave theft. So I'm only saying that to say, saying I wasn't abusing her, I was trying to get her phone from her, it still could technically be considered assault. I need you guys to know that, because women will find every loophole. You can't take a phone from a woman. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Alright? It's technically considered assault, and it could be considered theft. Now, I know y'all thinking women take our phones and break them all the time. Women take our phones and go through them all the time. They take our phones and do this and do that. I know, but the reality of the situation is you gotta learn how to play the game, and the rules of the game ain't the same. A woman can get away with hitting you, just like she can get away with taking your phone, just like she can get away with a lot of things when it comes to abuse, but you can't. So I'm telling y'all this to protect you. And this should never be a reason, honestly, why you really need a woman's phone in the first damn place. First of all, a true power move, which Darius couldn't do because he wasn't the higher earner in the relationship. This is why you want to be the higher earner in the relationship with women, because it's one of the few things you can leverage. Like in my last relationship, for example, right? If there was a cut up that involved the phone, she was on my phone plan. I could just cut it off. I could just cut it off. Just cut it off. Simple. Boom, go in the app, cut your damn phone line off, since you want to play games. But Darius wasn't in that power position, so he couldn't do that. So if you're in a position where a girl playing games on her phone, just leave. I tell you guys all the time, the greatest strength you have is to walk away. To walk away. Just leave. If Darius just left, she has no video to even claim that he was abusing her over. Instead, he's trying to take the phone from her. Sir, unfortunately, that's enough to justify an assault right there. Even if that was literally all you were trying to do. Alright? Even if that was literally all you were trying to do. So fellas, never do that. But again, I have a hard time believing that that video was that bad, because if that video was that bad, you would have just dropped the damn video. Or at least just took a clip of it and dropped that. Alright? The last reason that I don't believe Keke Palmer. The last reason that I don't believe her is a lot of you don't know this. Again, the best gems come for those who stay to the end. I repeat, the best gems come for those who stay to the end. And I'm also going to give a shout out on this one to Six the Goddess, because I did not know this until she dropped it. But essentially what happened here is Keke Palmer actually took Darius from another woman. Not only did she take him knowing that he had another girlfriend, but the other girlfriend he had was pregnant. So not only did she take a pregnant woman's man, she also encouraged the man to tell his pregnant girlfriend, who's not leaving for her, to get a deletion. Let that bring run it back. Keke Palmer took Darius from his girlfriend, who was pregnant, and then told Darius, or agreed with Darius, we should say, if she didn't tell him, she agreed with it, that woman should get an abortion. This is key than it is Darius, because women know they can get away with hitting men. As a matter of fact, when I was on Twitter, I seen this tweet. And what is that tweet, y'all might say, Alex? Well, that tweet is quite simply a woman talking about how Darius is in trouble using the video of Jocelyn, I think her name is Jocelyn, I don't remember, one of those reality TV show girls, but either way, using the video of that girl hitting a man. So she's trying to garner sympathy for Keke Palmer supposedly being abused by using a video of a woman literally hitting a man. I attached the video so that y'all know I'm not capping. This is how non-serious abuse gets minutes. So I could believe Keke was going upside Darius' head, especially because he didn't have more money than she did. I know how women treat men who they're taking care of. So I can believe that, but I do believe Darius was probably emotionally, probably mentally, maybe even verbally abusive, due to the fact that even if Keke was okay with it, you got another girl, you're cheating on your girl with Keke, while the girl is pregnant, which pretty much solidifies you as a piece of crap, right? Then you tell her to get an abortion. This is the direct quote from the woman, just in case I didn't get to see it when I posted up the photos, and she says, when he gets you pregnant, presses you to have an abortion, and 3 weeks later is booed up with Keke Palmer. They crossed Keke Palmer's name out in the website that I took that from. But that's what his ex-girlfriend had to say about the situation. Why are you bringing up that, Alice? Because again, I can see them being abusive. Because this solidifies Keke Palmer ain't a good person. Any woman who knows you have a girlfriend, let alone a pregnant girlfriend, and still deals with you, it's not a good person. This is why I say it all the time. The sisterhood is fake. Women don't give a damn. Listen, I've been saying since I was young, and I'm going to say it again. Men couldn't be dogs if we didn't have bitches to fuck. Let it breathe, run it back. I said men could not be dogs unless we had bitches to fuck. So every woman gonna run around here and tell you she would never help a man cheat, and tell you she would never be with married men, and tell you that she wouldn't be with someone else's man. But we all know that this is a lie. The vast majority of the time. As a matter of fact, if you go and talk to the average sex worker, the OnlyFans girl, the IG model, the porn star, they will all tell you, a stripper, they will all tell you, our biggest clients are married men. They know this. They're okay with this. That doesn't stop them from going to the back room with them. That doesn't stop them from performing different interactions. As a matter of fact, a lot of women like a married man because it, one, shows stability, and it, two, shows that he's family oriented. So a lot of women will try to take their married man because she knows he's responsible. She knows he probably has money. She knows if anything goes wrong, if I get pregnant or something like that, I'm going to be able to extract something. A lot of women are turned on by men who are down to make a commitment. So a lot of women think I got married now, I don't got to compete anymore. Nope. You always got to be competing. Just like you marrying a woman ain't gonna stop other dudes from trying to smash your girl, you get married to a man is not gonna stop other women from trying to take your man, especially if you got a good one. I'm just telling you the truth. So I brought that up because to me, that solidified Keke Palmer's not a good person. Once she see that it bothered her man, that she did all that with Usher, there's nothing she can do about the past, but a good woman wouldn't have ever done anything like that again. A toxic woman goes and makes a music video about it. So y'all can keep pretending that Keke Palmer is this sweet little innocent angel and y'all don't see how anyone can have a problem with her, but I see through the BS. She's not a sweet innocent woman. She's a troublemaker and an attention whore. And she's just not that talented. Again, when the last movie people can remember you is Medea movies when you were a child, and the Keela and the Bee, which again you were a child, clearly your career had not been going that well for you. Keke Palmer's even been singing about how her baby gave her a fat ass, so now she out here in the streets. Getting attention she's never got before. I told you guys before, and I'm going to tell you again. Giving a black woman a fat butt is like giving a monkey a machine gun. Anyone can get hit. You don't know what she's going to do. You can't give everyone that kind of power. Keke Palmer been out of control. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this straight up, alright? In conclusion, this is what's really going on here, and somebody timestamp this for me. Keke Palmer's not being abused. Alright, Keke Palmer got a new fat butt that she got from her baby. These are her words, not mine. Her son gave her a fat butt. She's getting attention she ain't never got. Is Usher gonna marry her? Hell no. Will he smash her? Probably. Right? So she wants to exercise these options. Darius has been done. Darius played his role when he gave her a child. Keke know her ass ain't gonna get married. Because the reality is, all the multi-millionaire men, ain't none of them marrying Keke Palmer's annoying ass. They're not going to do it. She knows that. So she accomplished her goal of getting a baby. Now she's moving on to stage 2, which is eliminate the man. See, what really happened here is, when Keke did what she did with Usher, right? More than likely, Darius was going to leave. And she probably didn't care. Until her girls told her, because I told y'all, women know how the laws work. They know them in and they know them out. So until her girls came up to her and said, you might want to fix that situation because he's the stay-at-home dad, so if he leaves you, but you being a multi-millionaire, you're going to have to pay child support. She doesn't want to pay child support. So what's the easiest way to get out of paying child support? The only way Keke Palmer can get out of paying child support, this is what I say all the time, y'all don't give women enough credit for how smart they are, y'all don't give them enough credit for how manipulative they are, y'all think that they're stupid and they're not. So what Keke Palmer does is, I don't have to pay child support if I have primary residential custody. This is something I've told men before, but y'all don't want to do the work. So she probably went, consulted with her lawyer, how can I get custody? Well, they're not going to give you custody for no reason. Alright, Darius has money, not as much as you, but he does have money. And we don't have a reason to believe that he's a good, bad dad. So you need to find some way to show that he might be unstable, mentally or physically abusive in some way, shape, or form. Then you'll be able to get primary residential custody, and then you won't have to pay child support. And lo and behold, she probably said, well, there's some video of him snatching my phone out of my hands. And the lawyer probably told her, guys, this is what women do. We just seen this with Tyrese. His ex-wife got coached up to come online and try to get sympathy. Same thing's happening here with Keke Palmer. So most likely what they said is we're going to take that video, we're going to act like he's abusing you, you get yourself a restraining order, and you'll get temporary primary custody of the child. So now you can leave and you don't got to pay child support. That's what happened, and that's what all this is about. Timestamp it for me. Now if I'm wrong, I will come back on here and I will say, yo, my bad, y'all, I'm wrong. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you've been subscribed here for a while, you know it's very rare that I'm wrong. 9 out of 10 times, everything I tell y'all is going to happen, that's what happened. Keke don't want to pay child support, but she don't want Darius in the pension no more. Darius is in the way. He provided, his purpose was to get me pregnant. He was nothing but like, what do y'all call it? A syringe, basically, to push some semen into her so that she can have a kid. She never planned on staying with this man long term, especially when she got that ass. So she's going to pipe up this story so she can take her baby and not have to pay him child support. That's what I think is going on here. That's the only thing I disagreed with Six with when she did her video. That's why I did this video. Because I don't think it's an attention thing. Attention might play a part in it, but primarily, what I think that this situation is I think Keke says, you know what, I don't want to pay his child support. How can I get out of it? Make him seem abusive. Then I can get a restraining order. Then I can get temporary custody. And I can take my baby and not have to pay child support. And that's what this is about. No, I don't believe that man's physically abusing her. And yes, I will hold my nuts and come back here and apologize if I'm wrong. But I highly doubt that I am. With all that being said, y'all, I am Alex. And I am out. Peace.